What is going on? Good morning, Jets fans. Training camp begins. It's happening as I am live. Currently, this morning on Wednesday, July 23rd, the New York Jets are at practice right in this moment, practicing. And I'm going to give you all the live play-by-play updates that you need to know. Big time shout out to everybody tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm excited. I want to go live during every morning of training camp and kind of give you guys the live reaction to all the beat reporters, all the people that are there covering the New York Jets. So without further ado, let's get straight into it because we got a lot to catch up on, right? I realized that the Jets are practicing a little earlier than usual. I don't know if that's a difference that I'm noticing, but usually I feel like they start a little later in the day. But no, the Jets are practicing as we speak. So we got to start it immediately. We got to start the vibe. So make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. It's an exciting time, Jets fans, that training camp is finally here. Yesterday, they reported to practice, right? But today is the official first day of practice, all right? So let's get straight into it and talk about all the things you need to know. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. Cannot thank you guys enough. Shout out to Zach Rosenblatt of The Athletic. We are back, baby. Yeah, we are. I will be there on Friday. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be there on Friday. There's Aaron Glenn looking around, watching the offensive line. All right. If you guys are pumped up right now about the New York Jets being at practice right now, please do me a favor and simply hit the like button on your way into the show. Really does help out the channel more than you guys know. Aaron Glenn is pumped up. All right. So let's get into exactly what's happening. The first pass of camp was a Justin Fields pass to Breece Hall out of the backfield. All right. And then Justin Fields was under pressure and might have been sacked by Michael Clemens. Michael Clemens sighting. And then missed Garrett Wilson down the field on a second pass attempt. But after that one, Justin Fields followed it up with a perfect pass with good timing and patience deep down the field to Garrett Wilson for a huge completion. Nice bounce back. So listen, that's a good sign right there. We're seeing Justin Fields already bounce back after a bad throw. And I hope that Jets fans realize that, hey, if you're going into training camp thinking that Justin Fields is going to go out there and just completely light it up, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's not going to go out there and light it up. But the good thing is he's already showing signs of bouncing back at practice. And it just feels good to see these tweets, man. So shout out to Zach Rosenblatt for being there. Much appreciated that. So we're going to go out there and be on X. Make sure you guys go follow all the Jets beat reporters that are at practice because we will be breaking down everything that's going on, right? And shout out to my boy Connor Long, who is at practice as well. Let's see what he has to say. Connor Long says, takeaways from first session of 11 on 11. Fields looked comfortable in the pocket, went 2 for 3 while hitting Garrett Wilson, 30-plus yards down the field for a touchdown. Cannot wait to see that video. Braelon Allen is going to fit in beautifully with Justin Fields on read options. His great vision and ability to hit the hole with all of his power is such a special ability. Shout out to Connor for doing the great work as well. He's there on behalf of Jet X Factor. Now, I'm really intrigued to see what it's going to look like on my end. Now, when I'm there on Friday, because that's my favorite part, is seeing it with my own eyes and not relying on the people that are there. I wish I was there. I wish I was capable of getting the credentials to go, but that's not the case, unfortunately. There is a big touchdown that happened between Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson. And we all know that Jets fans are going to be refreshing Twitter, waiting for that moment to see what it looks like, to see that touchdown. Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson already connects. And this is what Justin Fields is looking like out there at practice. Quarterback number 1, baby. I'm excited to see what he looks like with my own eyes, bro. I have no idea what to expect from him at training camp. I'm really intrigued about everything about Justin Fields. And you guys let me know your thoughts about Justin Fields. What's your thoughts? What's your emotions about him? Are you expecting something great? Are you expecting something not great? You guys let me know. What's your expectations of Justin Fields? If you're just tuning in, we are live talking all things New York Jets, giving you the latest updates on training camp right now, all right? On training camp right now. Apparently, Justin Fields, he started off a little rough, had a bad throw, but the next pass, he had a completion down the field to Garrett Wilson for a touchdown. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that, my man. Let's go. Let's go. So this is Jets day one of training camp live. You guys let me know if you want me to do this when I'm not at practice. Do you guys want me to go live during camp to kind of give you guys a live updates across X? I would love to do that because this is one of my favorite times of the year, if not the best time of the year from my end. Now, let's see if there's anything else. Xavier Gipson apparently drops a punt in special teams drills. Now that's going to be something to look into, right? What is Xavier Gipson going to look like in training camp? Because he's a cut candidate. He is a cut candidate for sure. And I'm really curious to see if the Jets are going to roll with him or not this year at that spot. So that's an interesting update. He's not going to get cut because of one pass, but one drop punt. But let's be honest. Tyrod Taylor hit Tyler Johnson. So Tyler Johnson is a guy that I'm really intrigued by because I think that Tyler Johnson is somebody that has an opportunity to make this team and provide an impact immediately. He's going to run with the backups, of course, with Tyrod Taylor. But this is, it's going to be a big competition that's going to be up for grabs at that wide receiver 5, wide receiver 4, wide receiver 3 spot. Up for grabs between Tyler Johnson, Xavier Gipson, and Malachi Corley. I think those are the 3 guys that are really going to be competing. I don't think Arian Smith is going to be a cut candidate. I don't think any of those guys are going to be a cut candidate. But hey, you never know. You gotta keep an open mind when it comes to these things. We're also going to hear from Aaron Glenn after practice. We did hear from Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner talked, and Sauce Gardner had something really interesting to say. And it just goes to show you the type of character that our boy Sauce Gardner is, because he went out there and he wanted Garrett Wilson to have his day, right? He wanted Garrett Wilson to have his day. And I think that's pretty dope. I really, really do. And if you guys missed exactly what we are referring to here, this is exactly what it is. So Sauce Gardner got the contract from the Jets the same day as Garrett Wilson, and he did not want to sign it because he wanted Garrett Wilson to have his own day. He wanted Garrett to have his day, and then he wanted to have his day the next day. And it just goes to show you that connection that they have and the selflessness, and it's just a cool little thing. He got his contract the same day as Garrett, but he wanted to wait to sign his so Garrett can have his moment. Sauce did not want to steal Garrett Wilson's moment. I think that's pretty cool. Selfless right there. These 2 guys are Jets. And he also said that we're going to act like we're underpaid. Now, people are like, underpaid. They're getting paid millions of dollars. That's just a mindset. Don't read too much into that. That's just a mindset to keep them motivated, to keep them striving for greatness, okay? Absolutely great stuff. Now, we got an update. Woo, this is what I like to see right here. Garrett Wilson just mossed Brandon Stevens in 7-on-7. Just absurd. Oh, baby. I cannot wait to see this clip, because you know it's going to be elite. You talk about another competition that we're going to be looking after, folks. It's going to be CB2, because I really do think that Brandon Stevens will not be the starting cornerback for the whole season. I think Azareye'h Thomas is going to be right there. That's going to steal his job, right, eventually. So you guys let me know if you agree with that. But, folks, if you're just tuning into the show for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. I really do appreciate you guys big time tuning on into the show. We are giving you the Jets training camp day 1 live play-by-play updates. All right, I'm really excited right now to give you guys this. Really, really excited about all of this. All right, let's see what else is going on around here. And the Jets also signed Samuel Jackson, if you guys missed that. Samuel Jackson. Okay. We got one of the greatest actors on the Jets. That's interesting. All right, let's get deeper into it. Josh Reynolds gets involved, hauling in his first reception. Now, Josh Reynolds is a guy I'm excited about. Great start for Fields, 3 for 4, to open the day. All right. Shout out to Connor Long for providing the play-by-play updates over there at One Jets Drive. Okay. Is it new for the Jets training camp being this early in the morning? I think this is new. I'm not used to it. I'm not going to lie. If I knew it was starting earlier, I would have been live way earlier. I started my live 10 minutes ago, but I think I got to start starting my lives earlier in the morning. I'm not used to that. I had a meeting this morning training some interns at Roundtable Sports this morning. I would have not scheduled that if that was the case. So if you guys would... Excuse me. If you guys would wake up early in the morning with me every day for Jets training camp, you guys want me to start going live early in the mornings, I will definitely do that. You guys got to let me know if you'll be watching it or not. Richie, thoughts on center competition? Is it still a thing? I do not think it's a thing, and I think it's a positive because it's called depth, folks. It's called depth. The fact that we have a guy that isn't even in the conversation of stealing Joe Tippmann's job is a very good thing. That means that the Jets have a starter as a backup. A whole starter as a backup, okay? All right, let's see. Let's see what's cooking up. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks. Really excited stuff here. And don't forget to stay hydrated, folks. Come on now. This show, I do have a proud sponsorship, by the way. A very proud sponsorship. Water. Make sure you guys drink some water. That's all it is, okay? Drink some water. Stay hydrated. That's my promo of the day. Water is the proud sponsor of Jets Media. Very important. Some people forget how important water really is. Stay hydrated. Especially the Jets players. Stay hydrated out there. Protect those hamstrings. Protect those muscles. We need you guys healthy. We need you guys healthy. All right, let's get into more things. Let's see some offensive line drills from the Jets Whispers over there. Let's do it. Do it. Yeah, Aaron Glenn is talking to the media soon, so we're going to be able to listen in to Mr. Aaron Glenn together. Let's do it. Excited stuff. Morning coffee and Jets Media, baby. You know it, Mark. Cheers. Life is good. Now, I'm not sponsored by Life is Good, but I'm a big fan of Life is Good. Morning coffee and Jets Media and Jets training camp. Are you kidding me? Can life get better? Day by day, we get closer to kickoff. I'm so excited for week one, although I can't make it to Jets Media Day. All good, Niche Guard Productions. I'm excited for week one, my friend. We all are excited for week one. Let's do it. I'm really excited to be live for these preseason games as well, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm really excited to be live for the preseason games. Let's do it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. All right, what else is going on? What else is going on? So Aaron Glenn is going to be talking to the media right after practice in just a little bit, actually. So stay tuned for that as we continue to grind on this live play-by-play reaction to the Jets training camp. All right. Let's see. Oh, Jet Nation is at practice as well. Let's see what they got cooked up. So Jet Nation, shout out to Jet Nation. Great follow as well. Fields goes 2 for 3 with catches by Brees and Garrett. The Garrett catch was for a big game. Nice play. Brees looked shifty on the catch out of the backfield. All right, there's a nice photo of, we got Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, and who's that, Martinez out there trying to compete for that quarterback 3 spot. Brady Cook versus Martinez is an interesting little thing there. Richie, are you semi-excited for preseason? Absolutely. I'm not semi-excited. I am very excited. I don't care what anybody says about, dude, preseason sucks. It's so boring. Nah, I disagree. I'm a big fan of preseason football. Massive, massive fan. Tyrone Williams says, hey, Richie, you probably already spoke about this, but what is your expectations of OTAs these next couple of days? We got a lot of them. Now, Tyrone, OTAs is over. This is not OTAs. This is training camp. Big difference between training camp and OTAs. But I do notice that I don't think they're in pads yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but it does not look like they are in pads yet. So they're phasing them in. So that it feels like the vibes right now is still OTA vibes. because OTAs is no pads. Training camp usually is pads, but I'm sure they're going to ramp up. No worries, Tyron. I know what you mean, my brother. But I think my expectations is it's wide open. I don't know what to expect. Everything's new. Everything's brand new. Everything's brand new. That's how I look at it. Do you think McLaurin goes to the Jets? I do not think so, Christopher. I do not. The Jets are not in a position to make a move like that. Like, we're not built to win. Like, it's hard to get this into people's brains. And I know that Jets fans have their own opinions. We can all agree to disagree on certain things. But I just feel like the current regime of this New York Jets, like Darren Muji and Glenn, they're not worried about a guy like Terry McLaurin. Like, they're focusing on developing their guys within this team. And Terry is a fantastic player, but you have to add, when you trade for Terry, you have to extend him. So you expect the Jets to trade for McLaurin and pay him after just paying Garrett Wilson? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. They just committed to Garrett Wilson. He's our number one receiver. The Jets are not going to do that. It's a little unrealistic, in my opinion. Little unrealistic, but hey, you never know. You never, ever know. Here's Will McDonald looking clean, bulking up season for Mr. Will McDonald, wearing that new number 9. Oh, yeah. This is my breakout star of the season for the New York Jets, Mr. Will McDonald himself. Woo-hoo! Will McDonald's going to look so good this year, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for Will McDonald this year, bro. I just have a really good feeling about him. He needs to get a sack week 1, at least against Aaron Rodgers, right? What's your guys' expectations? How many sacks do you have Will McDonald getting for the New York Jets? Let me know right now in the chat. How many sacks do you have him getting? Let me know in the chat right now. Because if people ask me, Richie, who is the one guy that you're confident that's going to break out this season? I think it's going to be Will McDonald. I really, really do. But folks, we are live on YouTube with only 40 like buttons hit, with way over 100 people watching. So do me a favor, let's fix that, and let's smash the thumbs up button. All right, smash a like button on your way in, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 28,000 subscribers as soon as we can. So I really would appreciate if you guys can subscribe and hit the like button on your way into the show, guys. Really does help out the channel more than you know. Let's get deeper into what's going on at practice. All right. Let's do it. What's going on at practice? Let's see. All right, Connor Long. My boy Connor Long says, here we go. A lot of stuff going on. Connor is grinding, my boy. Josh Reynolds gets involved. We read that. JBC competing for a roster spot throughout training camp just had a huge hit against Jamal Pritchett. All right, I guess they're getting some contact here. Brandon Stevens on a corner blitz tips a pass from Fields at the line. Nice start. Expect a lot of blitzing this year from our secondary. Brees continues to make an impact in the receiving game, primarily as a check down option for Fields. Fields gets the ball out before the pressure to Garrett Wilson. Wilson holds on to the ball despite Sherwood being right there. All right. That's good. That's good. Braelon Allen getting involved in the passing game. I'm telling you, he is going to gel very nicely. So, seems like the Jets are running some RPOs and some things early on that it's exciting to see. This is all really fun. Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm pumped up, man. I got to stand. Why am I sitting? You guys know the vibes. Come on. You guys know the vibes. If you guys have been watching Jets media for the last year or so, you know that the standing desk, when that's activated, energy's through the roof. And I'm feeling energized right now, which is why we got to start standing up. Okay? Enough sitting down. Wake up! Let's do it. Let's do it. Nick Faria on that Moss by Garrett Wilson says, in fairness to Stevens, he had perfect coverage. Wilson just made I'm a top paid wide receiver kind of catch. You know that the Jets are going to post that clip eventually. You know that. Oh, you know that. You know that. Ooh, I can't wait. Rich, we need you there. Man, I'm trying. I am trying to get there, bro. I wish I can be there, bro. I'm not going to lie. I really do wish I could be there. But, hey, I'll be there Friday. I will be there Friday. And I will be there on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be live from training camp. So, unfortunately, I can't be there today or tomorrow. Wish I could. I would be there literally every day if I got access. So here's some offensive line drills from Nick Faria. The offensive line is such an important element to this Jets football team this year, man, because if that if they can figure that out, man, watch out. If this offensive line can get figured out, watch out, bro. That's the biggest question of this entire offseason is going to be that offensive line. If it gels, we are absolutely on the money. Absolutely on the money. All right, Jet Nation says, in the 7-on-7 period, Fields connects with Josh Reynolds over the middle for 15 yards, followed by a pass to Arian Smith. All right, Arian Smith is getting involved early, which is great. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see Arian Smith getting on the field for the New York Jets early on in camp. Early on in camp, baby. Arian Smith is another one of those guys that's like, is he actually going to be one of those players that we're excited about or what? Is that a guy that's going to take his opportunity and run with it and all of a sudden be like, whoa, we got a steal or what? We'll see. We'll see, because here's an update on Arian Smith. Arian Smith with a nice in route against zone. Think Fields needs to be quicker with his reads, but an overall solid few 7-on-7 reps. All right. Interesting stuff. We can't expect everything to be smooth right away, right? And here's another update from Nick Faria saying Arian Smith's route running is a lot better than people realize. Definitely better than it looked in college. Man, I'm really intrigued by Arian Smith. Definitely intrigued by him. He's someone that we are all going to be looking at all throughout training camp. All throughout training camp. Let's do this. All right. Now, let's see. What's next? I'm waiting for some videos, some updates. Let's go. So Nick Faria also said this. Second 11-on-11 work hasn't gone so well for Fields. No turnovers, but too many missed reads and errant balls. Again, first day of camp, and this is a still new offense, but clearly some things to fix. Now, I know how Jets fans are operating. They're going to see this and start saying, he sucks. Fields is a bust. Get him out of here. Put in Tyrod. Okay, that impersonation just killed my throat. Don't do that ever again, Richie. But this is what I like. When people ask, Richie, what's your expectations of training camp? This is what I expect. Justin Fields to be a little up and down, to have some struggles, to figure it out, to click, to not click, to have a bad throw, to figure out why he had the bad throw. Like, if you're a Jets fan and you're going into training camp expecting Fields to look like Lamar Jackson or something, like, lower your expectations, bro. Fields is going to struggle. He's also going to look good. It's up to him to learn from his mistakes and develop as training camp progresses, because this is a brand new offense. This is a brand new team. He has all new teammates. Everything's new for him. So I'm giving Fields some time, man, to figure himself out. And you should too. I think it's unfair if you expect this guy to be perfect out of the gate. That's how I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you want to look at one player to look for that is going to make a name for himself as an undrafted free agent, it's Jamal Pritchett, who made a very nice diving catch. He is someone that stood out for the Jets in OTAs as well. So that's definitely somebody to keep in mind, to watch out for. Jamal Pritchett, undrafted free agent. Love the undrafted free agents. He's someone that could make the team over Malachi Corley, who, by the way, just had a drop. All right? Malachi Corley just bobbled a Brady Cook pass and dropped it, was nearly picked off after. Pass was thrown a little behind him. Nick Faria adds his perspective. Bad drop by Corley to end the last portion of team drills from Brady Cook. Got open on previous route, but the quarterback missed him. Regardless, not the best start for him. So, you know that Malachi Corley's days are numbered. He's got to be able to thrive. All right. Another update from Zach Rosenblatt. He said Justin Fields was getting pressured by Eric Watts. Interesting. But quickly dumped it off to Braelon Allen, who made a nice play on the ball. And after the catch, Allen is looking explosive. Braelon Allen is one of those guys that I think is going to have way more of an impact this season than some people think. Really excited about that, man. Really excited about Braelon Allen. He seems like a real dude. Real dude. All right, let's see. What else is going on the practice field? Man, I love training camp. I'm not going to lie. I love training camp. If you guys are just tuning in to Jets Media, we're live for day number 1 of Jets camp, of practice. So hit that thumbs up button right away. On your way in, folks, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We're live talking things Jets. Aaron Glenn is going to be speaking to the media soon, and I'll give you guys the updates on that as we go. We can even watch the Aaron Glenn presser together, right? And remember, I can't really give you guys my thoughts of practice if I'm not there. I'm just basing this off of what I'm seeing on Twitter, just like you guys. Just like you guys. So, but man, I got to be honest, man. Starting training camp, it just feels good, man. It just feels really good. Rich, are there any new gear you're eyeing? Not any new gear in particular. I got so much Jets gear, it's ridiculous. Corley dropped the ball on a 5-yard pass. Yep, that's not going to help. It's not going to help. No. No. All right. Waiting to see the next update come across my feed to give you guys, and I'm just like you, just waiting. All right. What should be the last team period of the day ends with a Malachi Corley drop over the middle. Ball deflected off of Corley's hands. It was almost picked. Yeah, so that's the same situation that we saw before. Unfortunate for Mr. Malachi Corley. Not a great start for him. But, man, it just seems like the start is going to be interesting. The start of training camp is underway. The first day of practice is already about to be wrapped up. Now, what's the update on Malachi Corley? Like, what's your guys' expectations? Do you think he's going to get cut? Because it's not looking great for him. It's not looking great for him, man. I'm not going to lie. He's got to do a little better job. If he wants to make this team, he's got to do a better job. It's that simple. He can't be dropping easy passes. Like, this is, there's going to be a lot of competition at One Jets Drive, bro, at that wide receiver position. There's going to be a lot of competition. So, very curious to see how that shapes up. But the good news is, if you're just tuning in, the latest thing that we know about what happened at Jets camp so far today is we had really 2 highlights of Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields. Justin Fields looking pretty okay, up and down. Malachi Corley struggling, so that's the latest. Also, Rich, I grew up in Florham Park, Madison. You should check out downtown Madison. A lot of good Italian delis and stores. Yeah, I mean, I go, whenever I'm at training camp, I stay in that area. I've stayed in Madison. I've stayed in Florham Park, and I'm actually really impressed. That's a really nice area. And you're all right. They got a lot of good food options. And I'll be there Friday and Saturday. And then in a few weeks, I may be staying there overnight. So, yeah, I was very impressed. I'm a Long Island kid. Don't really know much about that area of New Jersey. But ever since I've been starting to go to training camp more, I have definitely grown to love that area. I think it's very nice. So here's an update in terms of what this practice was about, courtesy of course, Robbie Sabo. No surprises to start Jets camp, just helmets, but Glenn's first moments at camp feature an up-tempo, efficient look. Much like OTAs, there's little wasted time. It's easy to not notice it, but it's purposefully efficient and fast-paced within each positional, especially the offensive line. They are certainly not skimping on the basics, either a lot of stuff players wouldn't deem as even slightly enjoyable. Interesting. Always respect what Robbie Sabo has to say over there from Jets X Factor. Great follow if you guys are not following him already. Let's see what he has to say on 7 on 7s. He says, okay, back to teams. And the first two are incompletion 7v7, not 7 on 7 anymore. A defender bats the ball down before it can get to the target, helped by a pressure that mixed in an unexpected rusher. Feels that incomplete to Garrett Wilson, but it was actually a good quarterback play. MC2, the criminally underrated MC2, was on Garrett Wilson's inside hip all the way. Unreal coverage, safe placement on the throw. Then hits Garrett Wilson in a soft spot. Chance of a hospital ball, maybe, maybe not. We'll never know. Flow was moving inside towards Sherwood. Wow. Shout out to Robbie Sabo. Does a fantastic job covering this Jets team. Fields finds Garrett Wilson for a 50-plus yard vertical on a concept that was perfect for the coverage. Would the free safety have ranged a bit further to that side? Maybe, but still a tough ask. So that is a really cool thing that we can look after, is that highlight reel of that touchdown pass to Garrett Wilson. Got to give a big shout out to Bartholomew Torochi for becoming a new member of Jets Media. Shout out to you, man. I cannot thank you enough for becoming a Jets Media member. If you guys want to become a member of Jets Media, feel free. If you guys want to gift any memberships, I would appreciate that. If you want to do whatever you want, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody give Bartholomew some dono hype in the chat, man. Became a rookie membership. A rookie member is now locked and loaded. You got all these emojis. Spam the Aaron Glenn emojis. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. James, Richie, I got my tickets. We locked and loaded. Meet me there, dog. Let go. You know it, man. You absolutely know it. Jets Media Day tickets, folks, are flying off the shelves. If you guys want to get your tickets, cannot recommend them more to get them now, because there's around 20 or so tickets left, maybe even less than that. My boy James just got his tickets. My boy Hennessy Heisman just got his tickets this week. And the tickets are on sale. They are running out. And if you guys want to get your tickets, now is the time to secure your Jets Media Day tickets for week number 1, Jets vs. Steelers. It's going to be an epic, epic event. Get on the field with me after the game. Party with me before the game. Be together during the game, all right? It's a pre-party, party during the game, party after the game. It's the ultimate Jets game day experience over there at Jets Media Day. Cannot wait to have you there, man. I mean, last year, if you were not there, we had Gary V come on the show. I mean, what? Gary V? The future Jets owner? Kidding. Maybe I'm not kidding. We'll see. Bart is a lot easier to pronounce. All right, Bart. Now I know. Bart, I appreciate you, bro. Really, really do appreciate it. Who do you think takes the wide receiver 4 spot, Malachi or Arian? Definitely Arian Smith. Arian Smith, I think, is going to steal that from Malachi. I don't know. That's how I look at it. I don't think it's going to be anything other than that. I think Arian Smith, he was drafted by this regime. All right. And look at that. Jets Roundtable is active on X. Look at this. Woo! Easy standout for the New York Jets. Arian Smith, predict his stats this year. What do you guys think? Everybody go give Jets Roundtable a follow on X, man. We're trying to build this thing. I would appreciate if you guys can go follow Jets Roundtable on X. If you're wondering if I run it, no. But I am basically training the person that's running it to run it my way, if that makes sense. So I would appreciate if you guys can go support Jets Roundtable on X as we continue to build the brand of Roundtable Sports. How long is practice usually? You know, it's usually like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Calzone Moto, I'm a Midwest Jets fan. One year I hope my wife and I can fly out to a game and join Jets Media for the entire experience. I cannot wait to have you one year, my friend. Cannot wait to have you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So practice is officially over. Now we wait to hear from Aaron Glenn, who's going to speak to the media after practice, which is going to be fun. Always good to hear from Mr. Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn, baby. Woo! All right, let's get into more what happened. Some final team period notes from Jet Nation. Stevens on a blitz knocks the ball down the line. Nice play. Fields tried a sidearm throw, but leads Garrett Wilson too much and misses. Incomplete. Looked like Will McDonald would have had a sack on a separate play. Fields and Garrett connected again for another completion on the day. Interesting. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. There's a lot that happened already in the first day of practice. Okay? A lot of fun stuff going on at practice. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. So, the first Jets training camp is officially in the books. In the books. Now we wait to hear from Mr. Aaron Glenn himself. Let's do it. Is it weird that I love listening to our coach speak? Absolutely not. That means you're a Jets fan. That's all that means. That just means you're a big Jets fan, Zachary. There's nothing wrong with that, my guy. Nothing wrong with that. Calzone, I flew from Chicago. It was so worth it, my friend. I appreciate that, Matt. I appreciate that, Matt. Oh, my goodness. B-Mac, are you kidding me, brother? B-Mac, everybody give B-Mac a dono hype. 50 burger. Whoa, Mr. B-Mac comes on in and says, don't really know how I feel about the Jets this year. Last couple of years, my head wrapped up so much in the Rodgers situation, it made me bitter. Feeling kind of dull this year. I hope Jets Media Day kicks off the season in the right way and lights that fire. B-Mac, thank you so much for the $50, man. Everybody give B-Mac dono hype in the chat. The way you can do that is like his super chat. There's a cool feature on YouTube where you can literally hit the like button on a super chat. You can reply to the super chat and give him some love, man. So do that right now. Show B-Mac some love, man. That's a big super chat, big donation that goes a long way for me personally. Thank you so much, B-Mac. Cannot thank you enough for the consistent love and the support that you show on the channel, my friend. Big time shout out to you. Big time shout out to you, B-Mac. Wow. All right. Jets practice is officially wrapped up, and now we wait for Aaron Glenn to get to the podium and talk to the media. Let's go. Let's go. So here is Nick Faria on his takeaways from practice. Bit or an uneven day for Justin Fields. Had a long touchdown, but held on to the ball too much and was late on others. I like what I saw from Jamal Pritchett and Arian Smith today. Both got open at a strong clip. Braelon Allen is a perfect fit for this type of offense. New York may have the best linebacker duo in football. Both Quincy and Sherwood stood out today. Good start for the Aaron Glenn era. Yeah, that last point is definitely fires me up. I think the linebacker duo of Jamie and Sherwood and Quincy Williams is going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. I'm excited for that. Really excited for that. I guess the O-line was good today. I wouldn't really read too much into the offensive line until the pads go on. Really, like, when they get shoulder pads on and stuff, that's when you evaluate the trenches. You can't really look in the trenches without the pads. That's how I look at it. You can't really look at the trenches until pads go on. I'm so excited for Jermaine and McDonald on the edge. Me too. Me too. B-Mac, hype us up. Yes, Matt. Give him some dono hype, bro. Give him some dono hype. We appreciate B-Mac big time. 50 burger. Bang. Whew. Appreciate you. Now we wait for Aaron Glenn to speak to the media. Here is Zach Rosenblatt and his takeaways. Jets' first practice is over. It was a light practice, up and down day for Justin Fields, but he had some good moments. I had him at 5 and 8 in 11-on-11 drills. Might have been sacked by Will McDonald on one of those passes. Garrett Wilson, still great. Full observations coming later. Shout out to Zach Rosenblatt for his continued great coverage of the New York Jets. Let's do it. With no pads, you can still work with hand play. Of course, I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing to evaluate without pads, but it's hard. It's harder to evaluate. All right, Aaron Glenn is live. Let's listen in. Aaron Glenn is currently live.
How you guys doing? I'm doing well. I'm happy to be standing in front of you guys at this point, going through training camp. This is something that I've been waiting on, for a long time. So it's first day, obviously, and this is a one-day mentality for us. Yesterday, my message.
Can you guys double check me in the live chat? You can hear Aaron Glenn. Make sure the audio is coming through.
But they understand that the expectations like everybody else to win the Super Bowl. We got it. But we break those expectations down into stages. So the only thing I want those guys to think about what we're trying to create in training camp. That's what we talked about yesterday for the most part. So we understand the Super Bowl's down the line. I mean, that's overall the goal. But, man, the expectation in training camp, we're trying to create certain things, and that's what we're after right now. So any questions?
It is low on my end, guys, as well. I think
Usually
that's
on
the Jets'
first
problem.
day, that's when most of the mistakes happen, most of the penalties happen. But I thought our guys did a really good job. Listen, we have a long way to go, and we know that. But today I thought it was pretty good.
Here, I'll mute my mic. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah. I'll be honest, man. I think I woke up around 3:30 this morning, and I woke up to a text from my wife. I think it was around. She texted me around 2:30, and again, like she always do, just be AG, and that's who I'm gonna be. Right, wrong, and indifferent. Nothing's gonna change about how I operate. Nothing's gonna change about the way that I think. But man, I was excited. So when I woke up at that time, I didn't go back to sleep, and I don't think I'll go back to sleep anytime soon now, because now we have this whole day where we have things we got to get done. So I'm looking forward to every part of every minute, every hour of what we have going on today, because it's a day of teaching, and I want to make sure I go through that the right way.
So I want to talk during the Aaron Glenn presser instead of just listening to the whole thing and kind of pause through it and break it down. He woke up at 3:30 a.m. and his wife texted him, just be AG, be yourself. This is a big moment for Aaron Glenn, right? We're so infatuated by Justin Fields. We're infatuated by this team, but Aaron Glenn he's the spotlight. He's the spotlight, and he's ready to teach. Ooh, this fires me up. Got to give a shout out to Blitz Crew, $20 super chat. My guy, that's big time. Think we will still mainly be two linebacker sets or a third linebacker? If so, who? Jamin Davis. How's Arian Smith hands coming along? Barely hear AG. Yeah, the Jets, I don't know why, but the audio is as high as it could possibly be. That's not on me. Sorry about that, folks. But we're going to get deeper into the Aaron Glenn presser here in a second. But Blitz Crew, cannot thank you enough for the super chat. I think Jamin Davis is the third linebacker on the depth chart right now. Zaire Barnes has something to say about that as well to compete for that spot. Arian Smith hands, I mean, he's standing out early as well. But let's do it. I appreciate the super chat, Blitz Crew. Everybody give Blitz Crew some dono hype, man. Dono hype in the chat for Blitz Crew.
Yeah.
How long ago did you start thinking about, what, if I'm ever head coach, this is how I'm going to do this, this is how I'm going to run training camp, this is how I do it?
That's a good question. My first head coach interview was when I was in New Orleans as a DB coach. And that's when I started to think, it's time for me to start thinking about that. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it's time for me to start thinking about how I would do things. So I would always just jot down little notes. And I come to compile a good amount of notes from that time, going to 4 years in Detroit. And again, I'm very thankful for the things that Dan did for me. But I always thought about it that time in New Orleans when I had that job, when I had that opportunity. And again, I compiled a good amount of notes. And the thing is, I still use some of those things. Some of those things I scratched off because I'm like, I was overthinking right there. But other things still work to the day.
During the 5 weeks leading into training camp,
Yeah.
did you do anything, was it just downtime for you, or did you change your routine in preparing specifically for this? How did you get ready for camp?
As a head coach, and I've always known this, is there's no such thing as downtime. You're always thinking about what can you do to protect the players, what can you do to help the players, help your staff, what can you do as far as the organization is concerned to make things the way you want to do it, to make things better.
There's no such thing as downtime. That's what I like to hear.
About those things, and I'm always looking at football. I'm always looking at situations. I'm always looking at how to utilize timeout. So no downtime, but there is some time for me to spend time with my wife and my kids, and I made sure I did that. And then also just some self-help for myself of talking to other coaches and seeing how they operate and how they did things. So it was a really good off season, really good 5 weeks. Really good time to spend with my wife and my kids. I have grown kids now, so it's hard to try to get all of us together. But we had a chance to do that, so it was exciting. It was good.
What are your goals for these first few days of camp before you get pads on, when it really gets
Exactly what I said before. Man, we have something we're trying to create. Again, I'm not going to end up talking about that of what those things are, but every day that's the focus. Nothing else. Take everything out. It's focused on that. Obviously, we have a playbook that we have to get going, but our guys know it's not just about the play, it's the play style. All right, our guys understand that.
So it seems that Aaron Glenn is very efficient, right? They keep asking him, what's your goal? What's your goals? And he's not going to say the same thing over and over again, which you like. But it seems like he's setting a standard, cancel out everything, and just be focused on what you got to be focused on, man. And this is refreshing. This is very refreshing. Very refreshing. And sorry if the audio is not great. It's not on my end. Sorry. Like, I can barely even hear him, too. I mean, I don't know what's going on. So the audio is kind of funky right now. The mic isn't working for them. Yeah, so I don't know. The mic isn't really working. Yeah, even look, the chat on that's on there. There's no audio. So, well, it's the beginning of training camp for the Jets as well. The audio is not working. So it's not just on my end. It's not working on their end either. So be patient with them. But hey, man, it's good to hear from Aaron Glenn. I'm not going to lie. Very good to hear from him. Man, people in the chat are just so ruthless. We pay them for this. Worst audio in the NFL. Come on, man. Where's the audio?
I can't be happier.
There's the audio. There's the audio.
Oh, man, we'll see. I mean, what we shell out with $200 million. Got to take it easy a little bit. But I hope so. I mean, with the guys that we have here, I hope we be able to do that. But listen, I know Nick and Mooj are going to do a good job of like operating on that part and letting me know exactly how we can maneuver in that situation. So I look forward to make sure we keep our guys. Yeah. Listen, he's as consistent as it is. The way that he operates in OTA is the same way he's going to operate in training camp. Now, the thing is, you can see that he is improving. He understands he's our guy, but he also understands he has to work for it too. You know, just because you're our guy doesn't mean that you have a job to do, and that a guy behind you is not going to compete for the job either. But listen, he wants to be good. He expects to be good, and I expect for him to be good also. So. I just look forward to how he continues to operate on these camps day by day because I think he's gonna be a good one. Big, strong, tough. I tell you what, me and Banjo was making a joke about this yesterday when they were doing a conditioning test. If there is any player that I would like to look like, it'll be him.
Who's he talking about?
It is. He is
Charles?
Built the way that you want to have a football player built. So. But there's things that he knows that he has to get better at. I mean, some of the penalties that he had last year, we've talked about that. He has to improve on that, but he's a big, strong defensive end that can set an edge. And he does have some rushability. And I think the way that he rushes is probably different than the way other guys rush. He's a power player. So I expect him to go out there and play with power. Say it again. Come on now. That's one of the reasons I like him. Condition? Well, we'll see as we continue to go through camp, but today looked pretty good.
Aaron, as a former quarterback,
yeah.
What makes Garrett so hard to defend down there?
He's very elusive, and I would say he's a smart player, a very smart player. He understands man zone. He understands leverage. He understands how to change his speed within the route. There are so many things about him that makes him such a good receiver. He's very patient. I can go on and on with all the things, all the traits that he has as far as being a good receiver. But him as a person, he's tough, again, agile. He has all the qualities that you want in a receiver to go out there and win on routes.
Last one. At the center position.
Yep.
He's been here a few years.
Yep.
Josh Myers comes in, obviously an experienced guy in the NFL.
Yep.
How do you see that position? Is that Kippen's job, or is that an open competition?
There's an open competition everywhere, guys. Listen, our job is to make sure we do this, bringing the best player.
Oh, they cut it. All right. Cut in the middle of the... All right. Open competition everywhere. That was a question asked about the center position, is there an open competition? Apparently there is at every single position. He went on and spoke about Michael Clemens, that he's a big dog, and that's a big body that you want to be able to coach up, clean up the penalties. I think that was a really interesting press conference. You know, the first day of Jets training camp is in the books officially. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope, man. Let's go. Now, if you guys want to call in and share your thoughts, right, I think a great way we can structure these shows is we go into it. I'm going to start these lives earlier in the morning now that I know that the Jets redid their a little structure that I started my live show during practice. I want to start my live show before practice even begins so we can go through the entire day, the entire morning together, react to all this stuff, news, live, go into the press conference live, and just give you guys my live reaction to everything, man. That's an exciting time. Exciting times. If you guys want to call in now to share your thoughts about what you heard and what you saw from Jets training camp today, feel free to come on in. I think there's a lot of takeaways you can take from this morning. All right, from this morning. First day. I love this right here. That he woke up at 3:30 in the morning, couldn't go back to sleep. His wife sent him a text, just be AG. Just be AG. That's all you got to do. Don't worry about anything else. Just be you. Just be 100% you, man. Be 100% you. Don't worry about anything else. Everything else will take care of itself, okay? I think that's pretty dope. Man. So that's something that you got to keep in mind. That he is fired up, man. There's no off period now. Everything is starting, and it just doesn't end from here, man. It does not end from here. One day at a time.
One-day mentality for us. Yesterday, my message to the players, and don't take this the wrong way, but I usually don't talk about everything that I talk to the players about, but they understand that the expectations, like everybody else, to win the Super Bowl. You know, we got it. But we break those expectations down into stages. So the only thing I want those guys to think about what we're trying to create in training camp. And that's what we talked about yesterday for the most part. So we understand the Super Bowl's down the line. I mean, that's overall the goal. But, man, the expectation in training camp, we're trying to create certain things, and that's what we're after right now.
Super Bowl! All right, I see it. I see the vision. I see the expectations. I know what Jets fans can be like, why did you say Super Bowl? How about you make the playoffs first? Hey, man, you got to strive for greatness. Was there a video of the Garrett Wilson touchdown? Not yet, but I'm sure there will be. Eventually. Now, Jets training camp, day number 1, folks. Come on in, hit the like button. It's exciting. It's finally here. Members in the chat, spam your favorite players. All right, let's go, man. This is an exciting time. We've waited all off season for this. We're finally seeing Jets training camp practice going on. We're live here on Jets Media, giving you guys the training camp day 1, day live, play-by-play updates. Practice is over. We heard from Aaron Glenn. Now we're probably going to hear some more players as well. And then we're going to see some clips come onto social media as well. I'm going to make a deep dive of a video later on the channel to kind of consolidate all the things that we broke down from today in one video. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Man, this is good. This is a good time, man. This is a great time. And let's get into some callers and get you guys in and out. So let's do it. All right, first up, we got Lissell up first. What's up, Lissell?
Hey, bro, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Like I will say, usually I'm on track of the Twitter stuff, but I deleted my Twitter like a month ago, so I'm kind of not in there anymore.
Well, that's what you got me, Lissell. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, I'm happy that I got you because I couldn't look at anything. I was like, man, I did delete it for like my mental health and shit, but I was like, man, I just wish I just had a mini one that I could just watch. Just look at all
that's why I'll be live. That's why I'll be live for you, man. So I got you, Lissell, and that's why I really want to start this process of going live during camp because I know not everybody has Twitter, not everybody's on X, and that's where all the real-time updates come. So appreciate you, Lissell, and I will keep you up to date as much as I can. And if you guys enjoyed this live show in terms of like being live during the practice, you guys let me know because I think that's something that I want to keep going. I want to keep implementing that, man. I really want to keep implementing new stuff, new energy into the chat. New stuff into the live chat. If you guys want to call in, share your thoughts of Jets training camp day number 1, feel free to let me know in the chat right now. Hit that link at the top. Call on in. Call on in. Matt wants me to play the music for LaSalle. That's for the AFC East roundtable. Don't you worry about that. But we got another legendary caller up next. We got Mr. Charles Gorman. Charles, happy Jets training camp.
Hey, Richie, how are you, buddy?
I'm great. How about you? Good morning.
Good. I'm really excited for this upcoming season. Not just because of the players, but because of Aaron Glenn. I think he's going to be another one of those former NFL shot to be a really good NFL coach. I mean, let's look at the recent NFL players that have turned out to be pretty good head coaches in the NFL. Sean Payton, even though he sucked as an NFL player, he's one of the greatest head coaches in recent NFL memory, especially on the offensive side of the football. You got Jim Harbaugh, who used to play in the NFL, was great in college, did great with the 49ers, and then he's doing great with the Chargers. Let's look at Dan Campbell, the guy that said bite everyone's kneecaps off. He was a good player, and he's been a great NFL coach so far. D'Amico Ryans, who I thought, in my opinion, was a borderline Hall of Fame middle linebacker, especially when he played for the Houston Texans. His first 2 seasons, the Texans win the AFC South, and they win a couple of playoff games. Granted, I will admit, I think they should have been better than 10-7 last year, and I'm not going to lie, they should have stomped a mud hole in our ass on Halloween.
Well,
but
we
hey,
beat them up.
We only won by
beat them up. One-hander. Come on, Charles. Give us some credit.
I'm not denying that, but
Garrett Wilson, 2 one-handers. Screw the Texans. Screw D'Amico
Richie, I'm
Ryans,
not
Charles.
denying that. That was incredible. But weren't we not poorly coached last year?
Yes, we were actually very poorly coached. I know what you're saying, Charles. I'm just making some fun.
I know, but I know a lot of people like to joke around, but I'm being serious. Look, I'm happy the Jets won, but I don't blame one of the great defensive ends of all time and J.J. Watt being like, why is the team favored? They were playing like shit and they were coached like shit. But
No,
I think D'Amico Ryans is a good coach. I think he'll do a better job coaching this year. Hopefully the team gets their head up, is more consistent. Hopefully C.J. Stroud reminds people why I think he's still a very good
What do
quarterback.
you mean, hopefully? Well, what's this? Are you Texans fan, Charles? It sounds like you're
I'll
rooting for the
stop it.
Texans. Why are you saying
I'll stop
hopefully the Texans will
But
figure
C.J.
themselves out?
Stroud, in my opinion, is a good player.
Yeah, but
He took a step back in terms of his statistics last year. Still led him to a playoff appearance and victory, but he took a step back.
But Charles, my point is, we're on Jets media, not Texans
I'm
media.
gonna
What are we
get
doing
there,
here? Why are you
Richie,
talking to
calm
me about
down.
the Texans?
I'm gonna get there, Richie. Calm down, boy. Calm down. I know you're having some fun, but calm down. But what I'm saying is that, do I think Aaron Glenn has the potential to be a very good coach? Absolutely. I love what he's doing. I love what he's saying. I love that the team is built buying into his vision, his culture, his blueprint.
There you go. See, that's what we want to hear, Charles.
I'm just saying the truth, though. So if I talk about other teams, it's me stating the truth. But the one player on this team that I think a lot of Jet fans are somewhat doubting is Justin Fields. Because I know I want him to succeed, but if he doesn't for this year, we got Tyrod Taylor, who I think can still play in this league. I know he was a backup. He's been a backup in recent years, but damn it, when he's healthy and when he plays, he's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I
was-
think that it's all up to Justin Fields. That's where that's what we're all looking
And I
at.
100% agree with that. And plus, Tyrod Taylor, the last time he started in the NFL, he broke a certain team's playoff drought.
Yeah, I hear you, Charles. Charles, you're the man. You know that, and I appreciate the
I
call.
know,
It's
I
great to see
appreciate
you.
that. And as
Happy
we're going
Jets
to
training
Media
camp day.
Day-
What'd you say?
As we're going to Jets Media Day, I would love to go. I know you guys at Talking Jets, Matt O'Leary, Green Bean, who was on his show last night, and Ryan Delaney. I hope I said his name correct, because I have a time getting you and him confused sometimes. I don't know. Maybe that's me being stupid. But I would love to go, but it depends on my finances. I would love to go. I would love to go to a Jets game or two this year. I haven't been to a Jets game since October 3rd, 2021.
Well, we'll love to have you, man. I love
I
to
would
have
love
you. I
to
got
be
payment
around
plan
you
options
guys,
as
too.
well. So, Charles, you let me know, and I'll love to get you there.
Thank you, man. Have a great day.
Much love to you, Charles. The legend, Charles Gorman. I mean, how can you not love Charles Gorman? How can you not love Charles Gorman? Absolute legend. Thank you, Charles Gorman. We got to get him to Jets Media Day, man. We got to get him to a Jets game. Hasn't been the one since 2021, I think. Man, big shout out to Mr. Charles Gorman. I'm fired up right now. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic right now. We got over 100 likes. We got people lined up. Oh, man, I'm getting emotional, man. Not literally, but I'm getting emotional just because, like, this means so much to me, Jets training camp. Like, I love it. Oh, I'm not going to lie, though. I wish Jets training camp was still on Long Island, New York, selfishly, because I live 5 minutes from Hofstra. Well, not anymore. I moved. But you get my point. Oh, man. What a time. What a time. We need Jack to be back invested. His energy sparks the fan base. You're telling me, Matt. You're telling me I love my boy Jack. Shout out to Jack. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and send it over to him. So you smile. Everyone smile. Even though he can't see you. I'm going to send him this screenshot. All right. Because we all miss Jack. We want him back. But Jack is absolutely killing it right now in the music space. That's where Jack is. He is absolutely going wild as a musician, gigging all over Long Island. And if you guys want to go support Jack, if you're local on Long Island, go follow him on Instagram and go check out one of his gigs. I mean, that's where Jack is. Like, if you want to go meet Jack and say, you want to find a weekend plan, he's gigging at your probably favorite restaurant. Like, that's what Jack is up to. If you don't know who Jack is, he is a very close friend of mine, and he has been featured on Jets media for a while now. That's who Jack is. Some people probably like, who is Jack? If you're new to the channel, you probably don't know who Jack is. If you've been watching Jets media for years, you know exactly who my boy Jack is. And he'll be back. He'll be back. But we all miss him. Absolutely. But he's absolutely killing it in the musical space. So if you guys want to go to one of his gigs, go follow him on Instagram. And his Instagram is Jack McGalley Music. Let me just show you guys real quick. This is his Instagram, and plug my boy Jack because he deserves to be plugged. Here's his Instagram, Jack McGalley Music. Go check him out. He's very active on there, showing you guys exactly where he is live, and his music stuff is absolutely taking off right now. So very proud of my buddy Jack McGalley. Here's his summer schedule, right? So, this is this weekend. Patty's Power this week on July 25th. Private, New York Beach Club. See, this is what Jack has been doing this summer. My boy Jack is absolutely killing the game. So much love to Jack. Absolutely love it. He is killing it. And I know everyone keeps asking, where is Jack? Where is Jack? This is what Jack's up to, man. He's absolutely killing the musical game. All right? So big shout out to him. I knew years ago that Jack would be a big hit one day. Yep, he's a big hit right now. Big shout out to him. Now, Jets training camp day number 1 is officially wrapped up, folks. So exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff to continue our grind in the Jets training camp day of things. I'm going to be live a little bit earlier tomorrow morning. Oh, guess who's at the podium? We can't end the show yet. Look who's at the podium, man. We can't end the show yet. Look who's at the podium, bro.
Of course, winning a lot of games, making the playoffs. I think that's number 1 on my list for this team, and winning the division as well. So I think those are the goals that are set forth. But of course, before we do all of that stuff, we got to win our division and go out and really get better each and every day. So all of that to say, that's of course down the line. So we kind of got to focus on today and tomorrow. So but taking it step by step, day by day. But those are the goals that I want to accomplish this year.
All right, we heard the goals from Mr. Justin Fields. He wants to win a lot of games, win some playoff games. That's what you like to hear. That's what you like to hear, man. Mr. Justin Fields at the podium. Quarterback 1 for the New York Jets. Very curious to see what he looks like, man. It's a giant mystery. Who is Justin Fields? As a New York Jet, we have no idea. They do got to fix the audio. I know that people are complaining about the audio. I can't control that. I'm sorry. Even I'm having a tough time hearing what he has to say, but I'm sure the quotes will come out, and we'll get more direct quotes of what's going on with him. All right? Joe Tippmann is at the podium now. What he has to say about the brand new offensive line coach, Steve Hayden. He's great. He's an intense guy, but when we are out there, he is very calm, level-headed, so we can just go out there and work. So Great to see the starting center of the New York Jets. It would be awesome to see him take that big leap forward and kind of express that franchise center energy that we would desperately need. We need this offensive line, man, because we got the pillars, bro. We got the pillars. We got the people that we need on paper. It's just a matter of putting it all together. Putting it all together, man. Putting it all together. So let's hope that will all come together. All come together. Let's see. What else is out there? Justin Fields said he went down to Florida with some receivers during the off period. Said it was important to work on timing and build chemistry. You love to see that. Jets first practice in the books. This is Rich Cimini's update. Only 90 minutes, no pads per the rules. Okay, so it's rules that you can't have pads early on. Justin Fields was 5 for 8, a couple of uneven moments, but a solid debut. Went 1 for 2 on deep passes to Wilson, pressured by McDonald on a completion. A couple of checkdowns to Hall. Arm strength is there. Surprised by blitz on one play. You talk about blitz heavy. Sauce Gardner talked to the media yesterday, and he is going to be utilized in a completely different way. Sauce mentioned that he's going to be following the number one receivers, is going to be blitzing more, and is going to be lined up in the slot. Those are three things that the Jets did not utilize with Sauce last year. Sauce was just focusing on one side of the field. That was Saleh's scheme. Now we're going to see Sauce travel around the field. We're going to see Sauce blitz, and we're going to see him line up in the slot. So that's exciting to see the evolution of Sauce Gardner, which is why the Jets committed to him long-term. The Jets got a big plan for Mr. Sauce Gardner, which we're really, really excited about, man. We're really excited to see him continue to take that and run with it, man. Do it. And this is what AG said, maybe when the audio cut out. Shout out to Connor Long for posting this tweet. He says, Aaron Glenn on why the Jets committed to Sauce and Garrett Wilson. Quote, the film does not lie, and just being around them, I'm pretty good to judge of character. And those two guys are foundational players. And then I want to set the precedent that we want to sign our own players. Exactly. That's why it's deeper than just signing players long-term. It sets a precedent. It sets a tone for the rest of the team. The players now observe that. Guys like Olu Fashanu, guys like Will McDonald, guys like Braelon Allen, the draft picks of the last few years, now they know if I go out there and do what I'm supposed to do what I'm expected to be, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get taken care of by this team. Like, that sets a precedent. That means something, man. So, absolutely love to see that. It does set a precedent. Big shout out to Aaron Glenn for committing to them, man. Exactly what the fans want. Let's go. It's freaking awesome, man. Let's see what Joe Tippmann has to say about blocking for Mr. Justin Fields. Because that's exciting.
For me, I've never really played with a quarterback that can play with his legs. Coming from Wisconsin, we pocket passer, drop back, So finally getting to play with someone like that, I mean, it's great. It's super exciting.
Look at the flow.
Just being
Look
able
like Nick
to get out
Mangold
on the field, through OTAs and then through camp now, just seeing what he can do on the field with his legs. Just the way it opens up the entire offense is just. I mean, it's night and day difference. I'm excited about it. For me.
So that's him talking about playing with a mobile quarterback, something he's never done in his entire football career, even dating back to Wisconsin. Tell me this does not look like Mr. Nick Mangold. Come on, man, and that's who we want Joe Tippmann to become, is Nick Mangold, right? Tell me this is not exactly Nick Mangold. I got to find a picture, bro, to show you guys what I mean. Let's find one. I got to find one. Come on. Where's a perfect picture? I mean, we all know what Nick Mangold looks like, but look, boom, boom. Oh, man. See that? I see the similarities. Got the beard, he's got the flow. They're looking good visually. Now can you put it on the field and be like Nick Mangold on the football field? That's what we really care about. That's what we all care about the most, right? Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Very fun stuff. So he's excited to block for Mr. Justin Fields. All right. Now, this was the direct quote of Aaron Glenn on Michael Clemens, because that quote kind of got a little muffled. We couldn't really hear it. But Harrison Glazer, make sure you guys give him a follow on X. Great stuff. He transcribe the quote directly. Now, this is an interesting player because Michael Clemens, like, we all look at Michael Clemens as a guy that stinks, right? But you never know what he can do with a brand new coaching staff. AG says he's big, strong, tough. Me and Chris Banjo were making a joke about this. If there's any player I'd like to look like, it'd be him. He is built the way you want a football player to be built. But there are things that he knows that he has to get better at. Some of the penalties that he had last year, we've talked about that. He has to improve on that. And he's a big, strong defensive end that can set an edge and does have some rush ability. He's a power player, so I expect him to go out there and play with power. Interesting stuff there from Mr. Aaron Glenn on Michael Clemens, a player that a lot of Jets fans have kind of written off, I mean, me included. Like, Michael Clemens is just not a good Jet. We look back at Michael Clemens, it's like, yeah, this guy stinks, right? But you never know what a player like that can be with a brand new coach, brand new scheme, brand new energy, everything's new. So that's something to keep in mind, man. Definitely something to keep in mind for this football team moving forward. Could this Jets coaching staff unlock a beast within Michael Clemens? You never know. You absolutely never know. Folks, if you're just tuning in live for the first time on today's show, we're live during Jets training camp. We're giving you guys all the updates of the press conferences. Really exciting stuff right now. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well if you did not already. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to Jets Media if you're new here as we continue to grind on the channel. Man, I love going live. If you haven't noticed, me covering training camp is one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite things to do. And we're going to be doing that all throughout training camp, folks. All throughout training camp. So that is exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. So Aaron Glenn's press conference was fun. And there's a lot of other stuff going on, man. Around the NFL. Training camp is underway. The Giants training camp is I'm seeing across my feed. You guys have any comments, questions, concerns? Let me know. We got Elijah Moore. Not that this has anything to do with the Jets, but Elijah Moore is a Buffalo Bill. Former Jet out there with the Bills. Let's clamp him up week 2, please. Sauce, Carter II, Stevens, whoever. Let's not let Elijah Moore ball. Okay, we don't want that. We won't let that happen. We won't let that happen. I just want to know how Membu did. Zachary, don't you worry. I'll keep an eye on Membu for you when I'm there Friday and Saturday. How about that? I'll keep an eye closely on Armand Membu because it seems like you're very attached to the offensive line, as you should. As you absolutely should. All right. And also, I don't know if you guys remember, but yesterday the Jets released a brand new locker room, which is pretty epic. Epic. So keep an eye on that. I'm really excited to see Sauce travel and blitz this year. Me too. That's going to be a new version of Sauce Gardner that we have not seen before. A completely new version of Sauce. We've never seen Sauce do that. That's going to be exciting, bro. And if you don't know what he's referring to, Sauce Gardner spoke to the media yesterday, and he mentioned that that's something that he's going to be doing more often, right? Which is exciting. Very exciting. They also asked Sauce his what Ice Spice's reaction was to the contract.
What was Ice's reaction to the new deal?
Who's?
Ice's reaction to the new deal?
I mean, she just said congrats, you know.
Look at his face.
Just normal stuff. She just said congrats.
Look at he's getting all shy when you bring up the girl. Sauce responds, unexpected last question. That's absolutely hilarious. If you don't know what that is Ice Spice is his girlfriend. Ice Spice is a very famous, whatever she is, rapper, musician, I don't even know. But she's obviously very famous. And Connor Hughes asked, what was Ice Spice's reaction to the contract? And you see right away, Sauce was like, oh, I don't know. She just said congrats. What else is she? I don't know. Oh, I love that. I love that, man. Protect Sauce at all costs. And he is a Jet long-term, man. I'm not going to let that just die. Sauce is here for the long haul. That is exciting stuff. And that should excite you if you're a Jets fan, 110%. AZ Thomas will be corner number 2 by week 2. If it takes that, I mean, that would be crazy if it happened that fast. I don't know how fast that's going to take, but we'll see. We'll see. Really excited Really, really excited to watch that progression of the cornerback 2 spot. Is definitely something to keep an eye on for the New York Jets. Let's do it. I don't know who else is at the podium. I don't think there's anybody really at the podium right now. So we'll see as that. Who else is going to talk to the media today, man? So we heard from Justin Fields and Joe Tittman and Aaron Glenn. And as of right now, no one else. So no one got picked off today. No interceptions to be reported. No interceptions or anything like that. But, we heard from Aaron Glenn. We heard from Justin Fields. We heard from Joe Tittman. We heard from Garrett Wilson. Saw Gardner Quinnen Williams yesterday. And I want to give you guys all the updates, all the things you need to know right here on the channel. So make sure you guys keep the energy flowing, man. Keep that energy flowing. A lot of fun stuff happening across this channel, man. A lot of fun things. Yeah, I'm on X waiting for some more updates to give you guys. What's your guys' thoughts, man? There's a lot of interesting things going on. As yesterday was like the day they first reported, but today feels like the official start of training camp. Ooh, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be there Friday. Someone that really is standing out, I would say, early on is Braelon Allen. Nick Faria says Braelon Allen is a perfect fit for the Jets offense. It's going to be intriguing, man. This is a weapon. This is going to be someone that's going to be heavily utilized in this offense. Mr. Braelon Allen himself. I think that we haven't even seen the best version of him, which excites me. So what's your thoughts of Braelon Allen, man? When do pads come on? I think they come on Friday. Not sure. My thoughts, not reading too much into it until they put pads on. Exactly. Mini Derrick Henry. He's young, man. The guy is like, 21 still? 22 years old? Super young. I think the other thing I'm excited about is who is going to step up at the wide receiver position behind Garrett Wilson. Yes, that is a very interesting point. Is it going to be Arian Smith? Is it going to be Josh Reynolds, Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley, Xavier Gibson? There's a lot of guys. Tyler Johnson. I think Corley, yeah, he's a cut candidate, man. Is Mason talking today? I don't know. Not sure. But I will give you guys all the updates you need as it comes out. Yeah, I don't see any updates as it's coming out, man. I mean, let's talk about this locker room real quick. We can't just let that just completely be forgotten. This locker room, like, what? A 3D Jets logo that's like 250 square feet or something crazy. Like, what? The actual... All right, Woody Johnson, I see you, bro. I see you. I think Xavier Gibson can be cut, and we keep Jamal Pritchett. Yeah, Jamal Prickett was a guy that absolutely had a great day today, and he looked good in OTAs. He's that undrafted free agent wide receiver to keep an eye on. Eric Watts, also undrafted free agent from a few years ago, off the edge, had a solid day. But it just feels good that football's back. And you know that training camp started, but preseason ball is literally next week, man. It's next week. We get to see the boys. We get to see, like, Armand Membu go out there, the rookie first-round pick. Probably one of the most, like, quiet first-round picks the Jets have ever made, because it's like, we're all focused on Mason Taylor. Oh, Mason Taylor, because he's a tight end. Ooh, Arian Smith, because he's a wide receiver. But first-round pick, Armand Membu, baby. At right tackle, looking pretty good to start off. We'll see how he progresses as a rookie with Olu Fashanu entering year number 2. A lot of exciting things on that end. Okay. What's this guy going to look like as well? Jeremy Ruckert entering year number 4 in the NFL. His final year under contract, by the way, and a contract year for him. Crazy that time flies. He's in the same draft class as Sauce, Garrett, Jermaine, Brees. So he's entering a contract year. How is he going to be implemented in this offense? Is he going to be someone that the Jets are going to implement and be the tight end number 2, tight end number 3? We shall see. He's reuniting with Justin Fields, so they got some chemistry. The question is, will it all come together or not? Right?
Football time.
Football time. This is Justin Fields yesterday.
Football time. Football time.
It's football time indeed, bro. Finally. The dead period lasted a little too long this year for my liking. I'm not going to lie. A little too long for my liking. And now we're all waiting for a clip to come out of that Garrett Wilson play. We'll see when that comes out, because Jets fans want to have a clip to be excited about. Ruckert's going for 500. That would be a career high, wouldn't it? Tight end number 2 getting 500. That means, wow, that means a lot. Oh, wow. So non-Jets related news. Russell Wilson was named QB1 for the Giants. I mean, that's not really breaking. But, yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm not a Giants fan, obviously. But they're an intriguing team this year. With their defense, with Jackson Dart over there. Interesting stuff. Crosstown rival, the New York Giants, will be also having a joint practice with the Giants, which is something to keep in mind, by the way. We will be practicing against the Giants at One Jets Drive. So, that's big. That's big. So, keep an eye on that. Isaiah Oliver is now at the podium talking to the media. His impressions on Aaron Glenn, how you see him is who he is every day. Him on Steve Wilkes is he's a super smart coach, been around the game for a long time. Isaiah Oliver on his versatility says it's more important. It's really more mental during training camp because you have so much time to play different positions. I'm really focusing on safety right now. So that's interesting. Isaiah Oliver is focusing on the safety position. So this is a guy that I feel like no Jets fan is even thinking about, Isaiah Oliver, as an impactful piece of the secondary. But he's a potential Swiss Army knife that the Jets are going to be utilizing, a potential weapon that Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilkes is going to unlock a little bit within this New York Jets team. So I think that's an interesting guy to watch. Is he going to be someone that the Jets are going to put in certain packages? Is he going to compete for a starting job? Is he the starting safety next to Andre Sisco? Is he going to go in certain packages? Is he a backup? I mean, that's a big question. Big question that I don't know. Did you see all the interviews with Eric Allen? Which ones? Which ones are you referring to? But yeah, man, there's a lot of Jet stuff coming out on X. Do you guys like me going live this early in the morning? You guys let me know, man. You guys let me know, because we're going to continue this vibe tomorrow as well. Armand Membu, all smiles at practice. I think tomorrow, now noticing that practice starts at 8:30. When should I start my live? 8:30? 9? What do you guys think? Because this is a new structure, new system, and then that's something to keep in mind too. With Aaron Glenn now as the head coach, there's a completely different dynamic of training camp. The schedule is a big difference. The Jets are starting practice way earlier than usual. I remember Jets practice used to start with Sal around like 10, 11 a.m., and then it would end around 1 or 2. Now they're starting early in the morning. Early morning. That's a unique shift, okay? And I'm all for it. I'm down to get up early and go live with you guys every morning. Extended lives all throughout the AM. Because there's so much to talk about when training camp starts. There's so much. You got press conferences. You got plays to go over. Woo, there's a lot. There's so much. And I'll be here with you guys throughout the whole process. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to Jets Media. Really do appreciate you guys subscribing to all the content here on the channel. Let's do it, man. Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe to Jets Media if you're new here. Does mean a lot to the channel, folks. It's been a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun talking all things Jets with you guys. All things Jets as we continue the vibes all throughout camp. All right? And today's day 1. So you can only imagine where things go from here. This is just the first day, baby. First day. First day. I will be there Friday and Saturday. And what I usually do is go live after practice from the One Jets Drive. So stay tuned for that. I like going live after the practice as well because, yeah, I like it. Start early. Just wish you could cover camp live with some video. Yeah, me too. I wish I could be there. I try, folks. I mean, it's out of my control. They're very particular with credentials. That's all. But I'll get there one day with credentials. It's a goal of mine. It's been a goal of mine for years, and I won't stop. Much respect to everybody in the New York Jets organization. But yeah, man, a lot of exciting things going on. There's so much to cover. It's like overwhelmingly excited. That's how I look at it. Ooh, Jackson Dart threw a pick 6 at practice. All right. Tanner Engstrand with Josh Reynolds. Pretty fun stuff. What is the new offense going to look like with our new offensive coordinator, Mr. Tanner Engstrand? What is it going to look like? What is it going to look like? We'll see. Fourth and Forever today, baby. Absolutely. Guys, if you don't know what Fourth and Forever is our flagship NFL daily show on Roundtable Sports. All right? I would appreciate if you guys go over there and support Roundtable Sports, baby. It's going to be a lot of fun today. We're going to be over there on Roundtable Sports talking everything around the NFL. And obviously you guys are Jets fans. You're not. But if you're a fan of the NFL, if you're a fan of the Jets, you're a fan of the NFL, is my point is. And it would mean a lot if you guys can go support us over there on Roundtable Sports. It's every single day. All right. On 4th. We're going to have a brand new time when August starts. I think it's going to be starting around 12:30 p.m. Right now it's at 2. So stay tuned for that update. But we're really excited about it. Here's Fourth and Forever. Roundtable Sports Network. Your favorite NFL. Welcome to Fourth and Forever here on Roundtable Sports Network. Your favorite NFL midday show, live weekdays at 2 p.m. EST, featuring Dan Mitchell, Richie Malora, and Tony Dow, covering all things NFL all offseason long. So that's our flagship show, folks. Come over to Fourth and Forever later today. All right, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go over all things NFL, not just New York Jets, but all things NFL, and not just AFC East, not just Jets, not just Bills, not just Dolphins, everything across the NFL. I'll see you guys on Fourth and Forever. Also, AFC East Roundtable is tonight, okay? AFC East Roundtable, baby. That's where I need Jets fans. I need Jets fans on the AFC East Roundtable, okay? Richie, who's the one who's always late? I'll be honest with you, Zachary. It's none of us. It's usually us talking business, and we get lost in business talk before we go live. That's why Fourth and Forever is a little late sometimes. It's like we're getting lost in some stuff, and then we're like, oh, wait, we got to start the show, right? That's why. Daily routine, get up for work, listen to radio, then turn on Fourth and Forever in the afternoon. I appreciate that, Matt. Appreciate you making us a part of your daily routine. So we'll see you guys later today on Fourth and Forever. And later tonight on the AFC's Roundtable. My name is Richie Malora, live here on Jets Media. I'll give you guys the Jets training camp day 2 live play-by-play updates tomorrow. See you guys in the morning. And see you guys later today as well. Peace and love. Love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. See you soon. Peace out.